Miami is the scene of the next Formula One race this weekend. There will be celebrities. There will be some bizarre interviews on pit row. Most likely, probably a Max Verstappen win, but we're going to break down the Miami Grand Prix in Formula One. I'm Andy from WagerTalk.com. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's jump right into it. Let's take a look at this track, the Miami International Autodrome. Okay, so the first thing that we notice is we have 3 DRS detection zones. And when you look at this track, listen, this is a Red Bull track if I have ever seen it. You've got this first straight here that's really long. Then you've got this long, sweeping, bending, and then you just got a drag strip right down here. It sets up for the Red Bull cars. Last year, they finished 1-2 and they were 20 seconds ahead of the field. I think we see something pretty similar to this year. It's just when you have a track like this with DRS and you have a track where it's just wide open stretches, once these Red Bull cars get over a second ahead of the cars behind them, there is no way, absolutely no way to pass them on the track. You're going to need chaos. You're going to need something in the pits. You're going to need a wreck. But even on the start, Verstappen's been great on the starts this year. So I think this is a Red Bull kind of a romp. I would love to try and be all crazy and give you some outlandish predictions, but we're in the business of making money. So that's how we handicap this track. So let's do a couple things here. This track just begs for cars to spread out and just follow the leader around. I know a lot of people would say that about Formula One in general, but this track is follow the leader. I almost want to take like over 17 and a half or 18 and a half cars to finish the race because outside of the start, I just don't know where there's going to be, action for passing. I mean, most of the passing is going to be on the straights coming into, a couple of these turns, but this turn right here is pretty much the main turn where you're going to be able to. I guess you could probably get here in the first turn, but it's not going to be easy. So my worry is that a couple of cars have had reliability issues. You've got some bad drivers, and they're kind of sneaking up here on us about not. There's been 3 cars that haven't finished in the last couple races, so I don't think I'll get to the window on that one. But do not be surprised if we see what happened last year, which was every car finished the race. So that's an interesting one. A little bit of news. Red Bull's legendary engineer, Adrian Newey, he's announced he's leaving Red Bull. I've seen is this going to disrupt Red Bull? Guys, he's not leaving until next year. He's going all the way through the season, and he's not leaving until the first quarter of 2025. He's going to see through the project of the next Red Bull car. It will not make any difference this year. Not one difference this year. So I actually don't think it's going to affect him next year either. I think he's going to move on to just a new challenge. Maybe moves to Ferrari to work with Lewis Hamilton on something. I mean, he's been there forever. That's the other thing. It's not some big knockdown drag-out fight. He's been there forever, won a bunch of championships. He's probably looking for a new challenge. Everything seems to be cordial. I would not read too much into that. Okay, couple of plays that I think you can take. Double podium finish Red Bull. It's minus 250. If you're comfortable with juice, lay it. If you want to put it in a parlay, it's a no-brainer. They finished 1-2 last year. Track suits their car perfectly. The reliability issues seem to be behind them. You might even be able to play them 1-2, both of them in the top 2. I'm just not sure. In a regular race, I don't see Ferrari getting ahead of both of them and staying ahead. I don't see McLaren. I certainly don't see Mercedes. Not with these stretches. So, parlay piece, rinse and repeat. Ferrari double top 10 every race with this play. What are they? The second or third best team? Probably the second best team. And while they're not competing with Red Bull for wins, they're easily within the top 10 week to week. Neither drivers finished worse than 5th. So you can play them double top 6 if you want to lay a little less juice. Me personally, I find another really good parlay piece with Ferrari double top 10 and just take it to the window. In case something wonky happens, maybe they get a little damage or something, they finish 8th. But yeah, parlay piece, it just keeps hitting week in and week out. Top 6. I'm going to look at Oscar Piastri, minus 120. It's a curious price. His teammate is minus 650 on DraftKings to finish in the top 6. So Piastri's minus 120. That doesn't jive with me. So he finished 8th the last couple weeks, but the last week he had damage to his car. He still managed to hold off guys behind him. It was a good run. I had him in the top 10, and when he had the damage to his floor, I thought, oh, we're going to lose that. But he did a good job. Brings it home in 8th. He had 2 fourth-place finishes this season back-to-back. If he avoids damage to his car, I think he's going to be in the mix, at least, with Russell and probably his teammate for top 6. If any of the guys ahead of him have any issues, I think this minus 120 is going to look great. So Lando Norris minus 650 and Oscar Piastri minus 120. Those odds don't match up. I think we're getting a really, really good price on Piastri there. So if you guys could do me a favor and hit the like button, I would really appreciate it. We've just started doing Formula One content on this channel. So if you're watching, it would really help us to just kind of build some views, help the algorithm out. Leave a comment. Tell me who you like, or just tell me what your best bet is so that we get anything. Just leave me a comment. I want to try and get some more people talking about Formula One in here. Let me know your thoughts on Adrian Newey leaving, or let me know if you got any props that you like in this one. But if you could take the time to just go ahead and hit the like button, that would be great. We do have a special going on WagerTalk, 11 days for the price of 7. Off to a great start for the month of May. The last 3 days we are 6-3. And we have cross-sport parlays that we use a lot of Formula One bets in. That's why we mentioned the parlay pieces, and those have been great. We are 5-0 in our last 5 cross-sport parlays. Perfect 5-0 run, and 4 of them have involved Formula One pieces. We've never had a losing season in auto racing, and we're up 71 units for 2024. So no better time to jump on board and get 11 days. Why? Because if you get it today or Friday, or even Saturday, you're going to get 2 weekends included in that. So for the price of 1 week, you're going to get 4 extra days, and that gets you 2 weeks. All of our UFC plays, all of our NBA plays, all of our NHL plays, cross-sport parlays, 10-4 in NBA playoffs, and we're looking forward to cashing a couple other plays tonight. So take a look at that at WagerTalk.com. Just go to Andy Lang's profile page. That's going to do it for us for Formula One this week. Good luck on all your plays. We'll see everyone later.